Thank you. You wonder what I'm doing here, and I've sometimes wondered that myself. A few weeks ago, a few of us were asked to do a videotaping, answering some questions about stewardship. And I did that, sitting on that piano bench. And afterward, I thought, I did a crummy job. I did a bad job. Can I have a redo? And so the redo is a live presentation. And, just fortunately, of course, this is the first Sunday we have 2 services. So, I pay the price. The thing that really got me thinking when I was doing this interview was the first question that was asked. Here it is. How has your practice of giving, how is it shaped? Learning from your family or an influence outside of your immediate family? Repeat that. How is your practice of giving shaped? Learning from your family or an influence outside of your immediate family? Now, as an economist, I think through my outlays, including giving, charitable contributions. But then I'm thinking, I'm not sure I really understand all the influences, and let me think about it. So it gave me the opportunity to think about these experiences. I don't intend to presume that my practices are exemplary, ought to be emulated, but I think I will reveal to you how I think my practices were influenced, and I would think that they would be useful to go through that for you also, because it's been really rewarding. But based upon my observations, it seems that I've had 3 guiding principles, whether good or bad. One of them is that I think more of sharing than of giving. I think there's a difference. To me, sharing is more general, it's a give and take, it's not just one directional. Second, I find little distinction between contributing your time, your effort, and giving the money. In fact, sometimes often I think that giving your time and volunteering is much more valuable than simply getting money. And third, I find the line blurred badly between giving through the church and giving independently to charitable organizations. I think that'll be clear maybe when I start talking about what some of those influences have been. Well, the first is, of course, your family and community. And so much of our giving, I think, is a habit. And that's why I haven't really thought about it. But growing up at a small farm in central Wisconsin, West Holden Lutheran Church was the center of our community, much like New Hope is. And I couldn't go to Sunday school without having coins in my pocket to put in the collection plate at the Sunday school offering. I had to. And you know, boy, is that stuck, because I don't give automatic withdrawals from my check account. I have to have my check every Sunday and put it in the collection plate. You know, it's tradition. But the other traditions, tithing was important. Now, tithing, for those of you who know, it's 10% of your income goes to the church, and that predates the time that Jesus walked on this earth. It goes way, way back, and many of us still tithe. It's just tradition. But other things that were learned in church that you don't really even think about, how could you not be influenced in your giving by the wonderful biblical stories of the widow's mite or the Good Samaritan? I mean, they still resound in your mind, and so those were important. But the giving and sharing wasn't limited to the church. This community, like many of yours, was a farming community. We had a thrashing machine that all the farmers in the area owned together. They helped each other for thrashing, silo filling. We sent our milk to a cooperative cheese factory. We bought our fuel oil and so forth from a cooperative. There was all this sharing. Mostly I look around in the groups and the meetings, the same folks, same faces I saw in church that were sharing, not through the church, but they were sharing themselves with each other. I think this is very much similar in this community. I mean, you look around and you find people serving on school boards, village councils, helping out with blood drives, members of the American Legion, very much the same people. And by the way, they're not all church members, and not all back in West Holden. They weren't all Scandinavian either. We had a Samaritan there, and Monkowski, and those aren't very Scandinavian names, but mostly it was the same kind of folks serving in the church that were serving in the community, helping out. And I think that same thing is true in our community. Let's think outside. Those are a lot of that's learned, and those habits are good, but you're really not thought about. But I was also influenced, of course, by friends outside of my community. Let me give you 3 examples, and I think they reinforce what I've talked about before. My best friend was Lee. Lee didn't have much money, but he gave what he could to the church, but oh, did he give contributions in time and effort. In the church, helping people that couldn't get around, in the community. That was such an inspiration to me, what Lee did. Another one is a good friend of mine from the university. She's retired now as I am, a devout Catholic. Very involved in her church in Blackville, and giving to all kinds of people time and effort and money. And one of her favorites is she volunteered a lot of time to the Dominican sisters in Cincinnati. And learning about what they did and the outreach and what Donna did to help them, every year my wife and I make a donation to the Cincinnati. That's not going to come against me, is it? Another good example, I think, is John and Karen met at UW Platteville as students. We went to church together. I got to know them very well. Godfather for their daughter, who's now a mother, shows you how long ago that's been. Well, one time John and I, and he's a very devout Lutheran. His father was head of the Lutheran Social Services. I mean, he's still involved in all kinds of things. Well, John and Karen and Julie and I were talking about giving. And John said, I have to confess to you that we were somewhat dissatisfied with some of the giving that our church has given on our behalf. And so he said, we made a conscious decision to match our church giving with a comparable amount that we give ourselves to outside organizations, to charities. I said, that's amazing, because Julie and I do exactly the same thing. It's that line between giving through the church and making, I think, God's motivation to give directly, and I don't see a very clear line between the two. But I think a lot of my inspiration and motivation and influence have come through the state of Wisconsin. That sounds funny, perhaps. I'm not a blind huckster to my state, like some people are. But I think I'm very fortunate by living in Wisconsin for a couple of reasons. First of all, is something called the Wisconsin idea. How many of you are familiar with the Wisconsin idea? That's too bad. Not that many anymore. I guess it's older, but it's kind of died out. The idea was that you should serve outside of your community. If you're a student, if you're a faculty member, you're supposed to share your knowledge, your expertise outside of the university. It's less like we should share outside of the church. What we do here should not be limited to the church. Now, most of my graduate work and my teaching was in the University of Wisconsin system, so I'm totally steeped in the Wisconsin idea. Not surprisingly, UW contributes more graduates to the Peace Corps and has done that every year than any other university in the country. Sharing. In fact, I volunteered for the Peace Corps. They didn't take me. It wasn't from some moral flaw, I don't think. Well, maybe it was. It was because I was in the intelligence branch of the Army when I served in the military. I said, what difference does that make? And they said, foreign countries, hostile countries would point to these Peace Corps and see, Peace Corps is just an extension of the military. And I've been sorry since I never got a chance. But as a faculty member, the same thing was true. We were expected to share our talents, our abilities with others. As the economist, well, what does that mean? I did dozens and dozens of economic impact studies, cost-benefit studies that would help individuals, businesses, and governments. I put a couple examples. I did a study of the need for assisted living in Darlington. I did an economic development study for Blanchardville. But I mean, that expectation. The other thing about Wisconsin, I'm closing down on us. I'm very proud of the fact that Wisconsin has a progressive income tax. Now you say, well, how does that tie in to giving practices? Well, Wisconsin enacted that first, well, here I'm teaching, I suppose, but Wisconsin enacted the first income tax in the country, 1913, before any other state or even the federal government. They felt that it was fair to contribute to others, the support of the government, through income rather than some other forms of taxes. But the best thing was, they said it should be a progressive income tax. Not only should the wealthy, the higher income people contribute more to funding our government, but they should contribute disproportionately more. Well, it seems to me that it's fair for higher income people to contribute more when they're required to. Why wouldn't it be true when you're voluntary? So I think the same progressive concept should apply to my giving, my charitable contributions as well. Now, these are just some of the things that I've thought of about influencing my behavior, which I hadn't really thought about before. It's not intended, and by the way, looking back, this is legitimizing what I'm doing. It makes me really think, with all these influences, why am I not contributing more than I've done? So I hope that you would take the time that I've done and reflect a bit about what are the influences on your giving, your sharing. Thank you.